Hey guys, Nathan here from Traeger in the tropics. So another glorious Friday morning here in sunny North Queensland. This morning I'm up nice and early with all the wife and kids because we've got a big lump of pork going in for some pulled pork for dinner tonight. So it's about 6:45. Kids are on holiday, so they're having a sleep in. The wife's not working today, so she's laying around in bed as well. So we'll get this pork out, we'll give it a trim, give it a season and drop it straight in the Traeger. So here we go guys, that is a 5 kilo piece of free range pork from Goondiwindi down on the New South Wales Queensland border. I only get the free range stuff, like all my meat I only get the grass fed, not grain fed, and free range pork, free range chicken, free range eggs. So guys, I know it's a little bit more expensive, but please do it when you can. Animal husbandry and animal welfare sort of comes to the fore with this stuff, so also makes them taste better. Righto, so there it is, out of the packet, given it a bit of a clean off. Now, all I'm going to do with this is just going to go around it and check for any scraggly bits of fat or any scraggly bits of meat that need to come off. Probably didn't need to do that, but hey, have a knife or cut, right? A bit more down here, that off into the sink. So this morning with this guy, I'm going to be giving it some real good seasoning. Obviously that's a fair lump of pork right there, dwarfs that chopping board. So I'm going to be using some of this new stuff I got the other day from Barbecues Galore. It's the John Henry's sugar maple rub, because maple and pork go together, right? Maple bacon, maple pork, everyone loves it. And over the top of that I'm going to be putting some White Lightning. Again, White Lightning, it's it's salt based, so can't even put words in so early. So it'll go well with the pork as well. So I'm going to give it a really good coat both sides. Finish my coffee as well, and then going to go and throw it on the Traeger. So the Traeger's on at the moment, it's sitting at 250. We'll leave it there for the first few hours. I'll spritz it. I've got some spritz here, some apple cider vinegar and some blues hog I'm going to put through the spritzer as well. So we'll get this seasoned up and get it out onto the Traeger and get it going. Okay, so you just saw how heavy we went with the rubs this morning. So wouldn't normally go that heavy, but obviously this is a big lump of pork, so it can handle quite a lot of seasoning. So we want to really get those flavours right through it. So righto, I'm about to take this out to the Traeger now. It's on the outside, ready to rock and roll. Sorry, I haven't even got through my first coffee yet, and the words are slow this morning. It's all good. Finish this, put it on the Traeger, have a good start to the day. Righto, so that's it. That's seriously a big lump of meat. So got the Traeger on at the moment. I've just increased up to 275. Put on 275 from that 5 hour mark. I'll obviously check it. When the fat on top starts to split, we know we're ready to wrap it, so we'll give it a wrap and wait for that internal temp to come up to where it needs to be. So let's get it on, because this is bloody heavy. So that's it. That's the pork collar butt on the Traeger. Today we're actually smoking over apple. I went and saw Raj and Anju at Galore early this week, and I got a couple of bags of apple pellets. So smoking over apple for the first time. I generally try and stay with maple or hickory pellets, but obviously pork, it goes well with apple, so I thought we'd give it a crack. Sorry, that sun's just starting to come up there behind the camera, so a bit bright in the eyes. But guys, that's it. As I said, I'll keep checking in on it, but for now, that'll do. I made another coffee because that one went cold. So we'll go and have a coffee and get these kids up. We've got some gardening to do. They got some heirloom tomatoes to plant and the grass to mow and clean the pool. So we'll get onto that for the day. Hey, so it's been about 5 hours now. This pulled pork's been in the Traeger. Just done a temp with the probe, and it's coming up at the 74 degrees internal temperature. So that's spot on where it needs to be before I wrap this in foil. So I won't stand here and video everything getting it out of the Traeger. You know what they look like getting in and out of the Traeger. I'll take it inside. I've got some foil later in the bench, so we'll take it in there. We'll show you what we're going to do when we wrap it. We need to wrap it nice and firm. So we're going to get it off, take it inside, wrap it, bring it back out, give it another hour or two, and then we'll just keep probing until it's tender and probing until it hits where it needs to be, and then we're good to go. Hey guys, so there we go. We're back inside the Traeger in the Tropics kitchen. That's the Boston butt that we just grabbed off, the pork butt that we're about to wrap. As you can see, you know it's time to wrap when the fat starts splitting on top, and you can see there's quite a split through the centre there now. So, going to wrap that up. Got some all-purpose foil here. It's the big stuff. It's 44 centimetres long, so it's about that 18 inches or thereabouts for you guys watching in the States. So, we're going to double wrap this. We're going to wrap it nice and tight. The idea is we don't want any of the moisture now to escape. So we're starting to break down all the proteins in the meat to get that to be lovely and tender to pull right. So let's go ahead and wrap it and get it back on the Traeger. Hey guys, so there we go, wrapped up. And like I was saying about wrapping it is, obviously the idea about wrapping it is to keep the moisture inside, so we don't want to tear the foil or anything and lose all the moisture that's in there now. So I am going to put it in a tray here. As you can see, it's in a oven tray now, so you don't need to follow me out. You know what happens. I put it back inside the Traeger, we cook it a few more hours, wait for that internal temp to come where it needs to be, and then we pull it and we have some dinner. So I'll head out and throw this on. Righto guys, so here it is, wrapped up, ready to go in the tray. Throw it back in the Traeger. It's set on 300F at the moment, the Traeger, so we'll give it a few hours there. We'll probe it. Got the Thermopen Mark IV, so throw it in, get it cooking, get some dinner underway. Cool, there we go. Hey guys, so just probed the meat. We're probing at 89, so pulled pork, sorry, in Celsius. So pulled pork ideally hits that 95 mark Celsius to be mint pulled pork. So I'm actually going to pull it off now and rest it. I've got a towel over the back there on the table that I'm just going to throw over the dish and over the foil. So I'm not sort of too concerned now about the temp. We're close enough. We're sort of nearly spot on. Half an hour or so of resting, I'll let that juice come back into the meat. The collagens are broken down obviously through the fat, so that's going to keep it all lovely and juicy. So we'll grab it out, sit it on the table for a bit, go and crack a rum, have that rum, maybe another one, so we'll go for time. But we're only going to give it about half an hour. So normally with these videos I sit down and have a drink and one turns into three, we run over on time, but not tonight. We're going to set the timer and only give it the half hour. So yeah, that'll be good. Hey guys, so here we are, back inside the Traeger in the Tropics kitchen. It's been about half an hour or so, so I'll grab the towel off that. I'm not even going to worry about unfoiling this, I'm just going to reef the foil. I'm not going to unwrap it and do it pretty. It's pulled pork, it's going to be pulled, so we may as well pull it from the outset. So, let's get inside. The smells are to die for, seriously. Oh, how good does that look? Look at that. I don't know how close we can get with that, but seriously, wow, that looks good. Now, for the all-important pull test, a couple of forks. I don't know about you, but that looks like good quality pulled pork right there. The other test you need to do with the pulled pork is the scapula, the shoulder blade. Probably going to be too hot for me to get my hands into, but I will give it a crack. I'll grab a glove. Righto, Juan glove, that little Mexican dude, Juan. Probably can't say that, sorry. Righto. There you go. There it is. Clean. Guys, that's it for this week, Traeger in the Tropics. Please don't hesitate. Subscribe, like us, share, comment, like us on all the socials. We're here, we're doing this, it's a bit of fun. It's not a paid production, it's something we're doing off our own bat. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Hit the like and subscribe down below. Shoot us a message on all the socials. Otherwise, till next week, cheers. And that's a wrap. Yeah.